Hope you are very fine, and today we are going to finish geography. Okay, this is the last lesson in geography, that is human resources. Human resources. Okay children, what is the lesson topic? Human resources. Okay, repeat along with my dear children. What is the lesson topic? Human resources. Okay, human resources. We are going to see about human resources in this chapter. So let's start. So first what is human resource? Yes, we human or human resources, when we use our talents and abilities, we will become human resources. Okay, people or nations great resources. So who is the greatest resource? We people or the greatest resource. Okay, it is with people, with our demands and abilities. With our demands and abilities, we make them into resource. Okay, so human resource is the main and important and ultimate resource. Okay, so which is the best and greatest resource? Human resource, we. Okay, now we are going to see about distribution of population. So population means count of people, how people. Okay, so distribution, how it is distributed. Okay, the way in which people spread across the earth's surface is known as pattern of population distribution. Okay, so how the people are spread over the earth's surface. Okay, so over 90% of world's population lives about 30% of land surface. So 90% of population is living in 30% of land. Understood children? 90% of world population living in 30% of land area. Okay, so the population distribution is uneven. Everywhere the count of people is not equal, it is getting differed. Okay, it is uneven. Some areas are crowded, some areas will be very crowded, more people will be there, and some areas are sparsely populated. So sparsely populated means some less, not too much, less people. Okay, the crowded areas are South and Southeast Asia, Europe and Northeastern North America. So these are the areas very much crowded. Okay, and very few people live in high latitude areas, tropical deserts, high mountains, areas of equatorial forest. So in these type of areas only few people will be living. Okay, many more people live north of the equator than south of equator. Okay, so many people live in the north of equator than south of the equator. Equator means that center line dividing the earth into equal halves, right? So what is equator? If the earth is like this, the center line is called equator, right? So in the north part there are more people than the south part. Understood children? Very good. Almost 3/4 of the how many children? 3/4 of the world's people live in 2 continents. Okay, so maximum people is living in 2 continents, 3/4. Okay, what are the 2 continents? Asia and Africa. Asia and Africa, there are more people. 60% of the world people stay in just 10 countries. So 60% of people are staying in just 10 countries. Okay. So understood children, are you clear with that slide? Very good. Now we are moving to density of population. Density of population. What is density of population? Number of people living in unit area of earth's surface is called density of population in unit area. So unit area normally we express as per square meter. Okay, per square meter. In this area how much people is living, That is called density of population. Understood, children? So average density of population in the whole world is 51 persons per square kilometer. Understood, children? So what is the average density of population in the world? 51 persons per square kilometer. So in per square kilometer 51 persons, like that measurement is. Okay. So this is called as density of population. So South Central Asia has the highest density of population, followed by the East and Southeast Asia. So which place is having the highest density of population? South Central Asia. Okay, children. So what is density of population? That means in unit area, how number of people living in this unit area. So this is called as density of population. Next. So now we are going to see about what are the factors that are affecting distribution of population. So we are going to see about factors. So first, geographical factors. Geographical factors like topography, climate, water, like these kinds. We will see one by one. Okay. So first one is topography. Topography. So people, they mainly prefer to live on plains. Okay. Rather than mountains and plateaus, they like to live on plains. So that place is better for farming, doing agriculture, then manufacturing and service activities. Okay. So for these areas, comparing to mountains and plateaus, plains are the best place. So people prefer to live on plains. Understood, children? So Ganga plains. So Ganga plains are most densely populated area. Okay. Then this mountain areas like Andes, Alps, Himalayas, these are sparsely populated. Understood, children? Very good. So we are moving to next one, climate. So according to the climate, so people, they avoid extreme climate. If the place is extreme hot or extreme cold, we cannot survive there. So people maximum, they will avoid those places, extreme climates, they will be avoiding. Okay, like Sahara Desert, polar regions of Russia, Canada and Antarctica. Okay. Next we are going to see about soil. According to the type of soil, because fertile soils, if the soil is so fertile, that will be good for agriculture. So people prefer good soil type place. Okay. So densely populated fertile plains such as Ganga and Brahmaputra in India, Huanghe, Changshan in China and Nile in Egypt. Okay. Then water. If people prefer to live in the area where fresh water is available. Okay. So next, minerals. According to the minerals, if mineral deposits are there areas, in those areas we can find more people because more job opportunities will be there. Okay, like diamond mines of South Africa, discovery of oil in Middle East. So these are the areas densely populated. So areas with mineral deposits are more populated. Next, social and economic factors like social, cultural and economic factors. We will see one by one. First is social. So areas of better housing environment, education, health facility or the places that are more densely populated. So they need better housing area, then education, health facility. So example, Pune. And next, places with religion and cultural significance. So like religion and cultural important places that attracts people like Varanasi, Jerusalem and Vatican City. Then economically well developed places like industrial areas, then economically well developed sector places. So like they provide employment opportunities. So like Osaka in Japan, Mumbai in India are the two densely populated. People need employment opportunity, right? So they move to the place where they can find employment opportunity like industrial areas. Understood, children? Very good. So next we are going to see about population change. Whether the population remains same every time? No, right children? It differs. So how it is getting differs? Okay, the population change means change in the number of people during a specific time. Okay, the world population is not stable. That means it will not remain same every time. It will differ. Okay, it has increased manifold due to changes in the number of birth and deaths. So how it is getting changed? Because of the number of increasing birth and because of death rate. Okay, so until 1800, the world population grows steadily but slowly. Okay, slowly it was getting grow. Okay, because large number of babies were born, but they died early. They died early. Why they died early? Because of no proper health facility and no significant food. So because of this, more child were born, but they died early. So this resulted in low increase in population. Low increase in population. But later what happened? In 18, the world population hit 1 billion, and later about 155 years later, that is in 1959, the population reached 3 billion. This is called as population explosion. So what is called as population explosion? In 155 years later, it reached 3 billion. See? And later in 1999, that means after 40 years, the population doubled. Okay? That is 6 million. So it is getting increasing like anything. So the main reason for this growth is better food supplies. So better food supplies and better medicines. So death reduced. Death rate is reduced, but the number of birth remains same. Understood, children? So death rate reduced. So the population getting increased. Next. Birth or measured using the birth rate. So how they measure the birth? Using birth rate. So what is birth rate? The number of live births per 1000 people. So for 1000 people, how many new births are there? So that is called as birth rate. Deaths are measured using death rate. That means number of deaths in 1000 people. Understood, children? Okay, that is birth rate and death rate. So migration. So migration means movement of people in and out of an area. So migration means, what is migration? Migration means the people is moving from one place to another. Okay, in search of job, in search of better school, or in search of better environment. They will leave from one city or one place or one country. They move to next place. So that is called migration. Birth and death or natural causes of population change. What is the first natural cause of population change? Birth and death. So this is the natural cause of population change. The difference between the birth rate and death rate of a country is called natural growth rate. So what is natural growth rate? That is the difference between birth rate and death rate of a country. The population increase in the world is mainly due to natural growth rate. Okay, if the natural growth rate is increased, population will increase. Understood, children? So what is natural growth rate? That is the difference between birth rate and death rate of a country. So next what is the factor? We are going to see about another factor that result in population change, that is migration. So migration, you know, migration means movement of people from one place to another place. Okay, so they move within a country or out of the country. They move from between countries. Okay, so emigrants. What is emigrants? Emigrants or people who leave a country. So emigrants means those who leave a country. Immigrants means those who are coming to a country. Those who arrive a country are immigrants. Those who are going out of the country is called emigrants. Understood, children? So countries like United States of America and Australia, they have more in numbers. More people are going in US and Australia. Okay, that is called in migration or immigration. Understood, children? Very good. So Sudan is an example of a country that experienced loss of population numbers due to out emigration or emigration. So, if people move from one place to another place, that is called migration. If they are leaving a country, that is called emigration. If you are getting into the country, that is called immigration. So, which country is getting more immigration? United States of America and Australia. That is called as migration or immigration. Okay. And Sudan, what is happening in Sudan? More emigration, more people are going out of that country. Understood, children? Very good. So, why people are moving? Okay, for what they are moving between the countries? For better employment opportunity, in search of jobs, and from rural people move to urban areas in search of employment, education and health facilities. Understood, children? Because of these factors, people move from place to place. Next, patterns of population change. What are the patterns of population change? Rates of population growth varies across the world. Even if world's total population is rising rapidly, not all countries are experiencing this growth. So, world's total population is rising, right? It is getting increased, but not all countries facing the same, okay? Because Kenya has the highest population growth rate, okay? As well as high birth rate and death rate. While improving the healthcare, death rate have reduced, but birth rate still remain same, okay? In other countries like United Kingdom, in United Kingdom what is happening? Population growth is getting reduced because of low death and low birth rate. Understood, children? These are the two examples. Next, population composition. So, economic development has little to do with crowded place. What it is the main reason is economic development. So, economic development has if the place is economically developed, the place will be more crowded. For example, like Bangladesh and Japan densely populated. So, in Japan, that is more economically developed, more job opportunities and more industries and more companies. So, it is more economically developed. So, than Bangladesh, Japan is economically developed. So, people varying in age, sex, literacy level, health condition, occupation and income level. So, population composition refers to the structure of population. So, in this age, how many people are there? In this, that means female, how many people? Male, how many? Literacy, how many educated people? How many uneducated? How many good health people? How many affected people? How many people get employed? So, these are the structure, okay, composition. So, composition of the population help us to know number of males and females, age group, their education, occupation, income level, health condition. So, this clear information is known as population composition. Understood, children? People can study the population composition of a country by looking at a population pyramid or the age sex pyramid. So, using population pyramid, we can get the composition ideas, okay. So, look here. So, this is the population pyramid that shows total population divided into various age groups. Example, 5 to 9, see age group, okay. 5 to 9, 10 to 14, these are the age group, and percentage of the total population is divided into male and female. So, like male and female they have divided. So, like in this 5 to 9, how much people are there? So, then 10 to 14 age group, how many people are there? Then in 35 to 39, how many people are there? So, like this, they have by using the pyramid, we can see the composition. So, the number of people 15 years that are shown in the top bottom and reflect the level of births. Okay, children. So, like this, that graph explains. So, this is the graph. That means pyramid. Okay, this shows Kenya's situation. how many male are there, how many female are there in each age group. So, this is the age group and this is male and female. So, it gives a clear information about how many people are there in Kenya. Okay, that means in male, in this age group, how many people are there, in female, how many. Okay, this is here in Kenya has good birth and death rate. It is high. Okay, and this is because although many children are born, a percentage of them die in their infancy. Relatively few become adults and very few old people. So, in that because of low health facility, a large percentage of people die in their infancy. Some in adult and some will get aged. Okay, after aging they will die. So, this is for India. How many people are there in the age group. So, this pyramid shows. So, in countries in India, death rate or decreasing. Okay, because of health facilities we have reduced the death rate, but birth rate is getting increased. Okay. And next we are going to see about Japan pyramid. So, Japan pyramid, low birth rate, in sometimes low birth rate, so it is getting reduced, and decreased death rate allow the people to reach the old age. Skilled, spirited and hopeful young people endowed with a positive outlook or the future of that nation. Okay. So, this pyramid shows the rate of population composition of Japan. Okay, children. So, that's all. So, thank you children. Thank you for listening. So, what are the things we have seen today? What is our lesson? Human resources. So, first we have seen about what is human resource. Okay. And then we have seen about what is population. What is population? And first we have seen then density of population. What is the density of population? Then we have seen population change, and after we have seen what are the factors affecting population, like geographical factors, under that climate, soil, water and social, economic and cultural. Because of that, what are the things affected. And next we have seen what are the reason for population change. So, like migration and natural cause like birth and death rate. Then we have seen composition, population composition. That means population we can see like in age group how many people are there according to the age group, then female, male, occupation, then education. So, according to this we are seeing that is known as population composition. Then we have seen some pyramid showing age group. In the graph they have drawn age group and male and female how many, okay, by seeing a pyramid. Okay. So, there we have seen 2 or 3 examples like India, Kenya, Japan. Okay. So, that's all for today's class. Thank you children. Thank you for listening very carefully. So, if you have any doubt, just see this video once again, you will understand everything clearly. So, thank you children. Have a nice day.